What I want to say when it comes to self-care with these habits is strive for consistency, but be gentle with yourself as well. So this is not trying to build habits that energize you, and part of that is actually listening to the rhythm of your body. So what daily rituals can you actually do to nurture your heart and your soul? Today, let's talk about energizing practices for lasting change. I call this basic self-care habits, and no, you do not have to break the bank. Self-care does not have to cost any money, and no, it is not a luxury. It is simply a way of filling your cup on a regular basis so that you can go further and so that you will not burn out. I have shared my story several times about how I hit a brick wall and I just got so frustrated. I had to stop everything that I was doing. But you do not have to get to that point. You can do these simple habits every day in order to just stop yourself from burning the candle on both sides, and in order to just keep yourself healthy and happy. So what are those self-care habits? Before we get into them, my name is Lorraine. I'm so happy you're here. Subscribe so that we can make this relationship official, and also hit the like button. That way more amazing women just like you can see this video. Moving right into it. So I'm going to walk you through designing a ritual that energizes you, right? And first off, I want to say that this needs to be specific to you and your temperament. For me, I'm an early bird, so I design my self-care around getting up early and also getting to bed early. But if you are a night owl, then you can design your self-care to start later in the day, whatever suits your fancy. So it doesn't have to look like anybody else's. It needs to be about you. I remember when I started looking up all these self-care videos online, I was trying to just replicate whatever people were saying. And at that time, it was mainly men that I was listening to and reading about. So I had this really masculine hype. I had this masculine lifestyle happening because I was designing my self-care kind of in a masculine way. And what I want to say when it comes to self-care with these habits is strive for consistency, but be gentle with yourself as well. So this is not, you're not telling yourself, do this, otherwise, I stop until I die. That is not what I'm saying, no. If you skip tomorrow, it's okay. Just keep going the next day. It's not a biggie. Don't drop everything just because you've skipped a day. And again, with self-care as women, it changes with seasons and based on the time of the month. I really want to encourage you to listen to your body. You're not trying to kill yourself with self-care, not at all. You're actually trying to build habits that energize you, and part of that is actually listening to the rhythm of your body. And just remember, as you create your daily ritual, that good sleep, hydration, good food, those are daily non-negotiables. All right, so I'm gonna divide the energizing practices or daily rituals into three. We're gonna start with body, and then we're gonna talk about the mind, and then we're gonna talk about the soul. When it comes to body, you can decide to set a sleep time and as well as a wake up time. All I'm saying is get enough sleep. So for your body, your ritual can be making sure that every night I'm getting enough sleep without fail. I know for me, I love my sleep. I have to get enough sleep. And if I get into bed late, I adjust my alarm clock so that I wake up later the next day. Exercise 4 to 5 times a week. This is basic. For me, exercise is gentle, so I don't like going to the gym. So I would just go for a long walk, and I usually do this workouts at home on my yoga mat. Maybe for you, it's going out, dancing. However exercise looks like for you, make it consistent during the week. We already spoke about hydration, but another ritual you can have is meal prepping. That way you always have nutritious food on the go for you. I'm not always good when it comes to meal prepping because I travel for work, and sometimes I just, fall off the bandwagon when it comes to meal prepping. But if meal prepping works for you, definitely do it on a consistent basis. That way you know that your body is energetic because you're eating this yummy food. start preparing your clothes a day before. That way in the morning, you're not standing in front of your wardrobe worried about what to wear. It just simplifies things for you. I have a male friend who tells me he's got 40 gray t-shirts because he doesn't want to be using his mind space in the mornings to make a decision about what to wear. But hey, I'm a girl. I love using my brain space deciding what to wear. But it would help if you just prepared your clothes the night before as part of your daily ritual so that in the morning you're not rushing so much. And lastly, a ritual that you can build for your body is to start a new hobby or restart an old hobby. So I know for me, late last year, I started riding a bike and it has really improved my physical endurance. It's really given me this toned body as well without trying hard. Maybe for you, you can learn how to swim. Maybe you can start dancing. Last year, I started dancing as well, and it was really, really good fun. So that's one thing you can try on a weekly basis to fill your cup. Okay, on to your mind. The first thing when it comes to the mind is reading, and you don't even need to read for long. So you can start, setting a timer in the mornings or in the afternoons for 20 minutes to read a good, amazing book. So if you want to learn more about finances, then you can read a book about money. Or if you want to learn more about relationships, then maybe you can read Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. I'm actually reading that book at the moment. But whatever area that you're working on, find an amazing book to just read for a few minutes each day, because then it's a habit that sharpens your mind and makes you better and better. The second thing is meditate for 15 minutes. Some people tell me that meditation actually fits in the heart and soul section, but I guess it depends with the kind of meditation that you do. For me, meditation is more like body, because I'm just training my mind to slow down and I'm just tuning into my body. So that's why I put meditation in the body section. There was a time late last year when I was meditating for an hour every single day without fail. And my life just really, I achieved the results, the goals I was working on during that time, because I was just waking up 5 a.m., meditating and just spending that time just slowing down, tuning into my body. It was such a powerful practice. You don't need to meditate for 1 hour or for 15 minutes. It can simply be for 5 minutes. I found that when I started meditating, I became a person who can just relax into the moment without panicking or without thinking about the next moment, because I was just tuning into my body. And I realized that meditation makes me feel happier. It makes me feel calmer. Meditation makes me feel grounded, especially during the days when I have a tough project coming up. If I meditate, I know that I'm going to go through that tough project with a positive mental, with a positive mindset, because I have meditated beforehand. Next thing when it comes to your mind is catch up with a good friend. I think nearly most of my videos, I always talk about the value of having a support system and having a good friend, because I do not take it for granted. The people that you do life with, they really play such an important role in your growth as an individual, and make it a habit. I try to catch up with a good friend at least once a week, and that's why I keep a circle of friends around me, so I have enough to catch up with on a weekly basis. And usually it's over brunch or breakfast, and we just exchange ideas, and we just encourage one another, and it just fills my cup up. Now, moving on to heart and soul. So what daily rituals can you actually do to nurture your heart and your soul? So the first thing is prayer. So I know for me, I'm a Christian, and my spiritual life plays a massive role in my day-to-day life, and I will try to wake up in the morning, read my Bible, and just pray. I know, let's say for this morning, I didn't have a lot of time, but I just decided, you know what, I'm just going to take this 5 minutes, just pray, commit my day to God, and leave it in the Lord's hands. And it really makes such a big difference in my day, because I feel like, I'm protected by this higher power. So prayer is definitely something that you can try doing on a daily basis, because it will fill your cup more than anything. Prayer is also a way of surrendering hard things. So if you have something happening in your life and you don't know what to do about it, or you don't have any answers to that hard situation, prayer is just like saying, you know what, I don't know what to do about this. I'm just going to surrender. And when you live your life from a place of surrender, I really think that you will start to have this calm peace in your daily life. And then lastly, you can read a spiritual book. And another way for heart and soul, connecting with my heart and soul, is listening to good music. You know, there's just amazing music that just transports you to another part of the world. So I'm really curious to know, what daily ritual will you start doing today? And if you already have a daily ritual to fill your cup, can you share with me in your comments what those rituals look like for you? Maybe you don't do them on a daily basis, you do them on a weekly basis. I really want to hear from you and just exchange ideas. Remember to subscribe, and also do me a favor, like this video and just stop and share it with a girlfriend who needs to hear this. Hopefully this was helpful to you. Thank you so much for watching. As a compliment to this video, go watch the episode on real self-love habits to transform your life. If you want to advance in your career, I'm inviting you to register for the Get Promoted Quicker free workshop that I'm running. And when you register, you get free access to the A to Z playbook on how to approach the conversation with your manager. My name is Lorraine. Until next time, thank you so much for watching.